Spoilers, please. Well, Mikey here is the king of evasion-based builds, so he would probably be somewhat critical of some of the skilling I've done for this character. For instance, I really have probably undertrained dodging, I would say, for this one. It's nothing like obscene, but my I could have a lot better EV than I do. -1 is not that bad. I'm going big on fighting right now, but I probably need to maybe switch it up. We're about to hit 14. I know I'll get some more dodging. You know, I feel bad though about more dodging than unarmed combat, so why don't we rein that in a little bit to just 10. Popular Ogre HP tank. Well, too bad I didn't go Diff, Mikey, because now Diff, you can only use Shadow Step if you're an HP tank. And this is the perfect build for that. Classic Diff tank build. A tank of Diff. You can't play in my 5 Diff. That would be pretty amusing. Give us a break from... Have I been pumping Dex? I have a ton of Dex stuff. And I have probably been leveling it. And yes, I will level Dex. I will get all the strength I need, and the strength is damage, but I would love to have evasion, basically. Ogres actually don't have... I thought they used to have like -3 dodging, but they only are -1, so they're really not too bad. Yeah, that sounds honestly kind of cool. I mean, like thinking about it, when I first played Dith, I was really against... I made an angry post like at some point, much earlier on in Dith history, because I just found Dith... what I wanted was I wanted a good stabber specialist god, or at least that's what I thought the basic idea was. And Lasty was huge. Lasty is called Dith his favorite god design, I think, at one point, because he loves generalist gods too. If you look at Rue, then it's kind of not surprising, because that's exactly how sort of Rue is set up in the same way. Obviously, a totally different kind of approach. But I was sort of always more negative on the generalist gods for a while. I slowly warmed to the idea of how they tend to be a little bit more fun to actually play if they're done right. But I think I was pretty against Dith for quite a while. And yeah, Shadow Step was one of those things where it was cool, but you didn't really want to use it too much. So Dith had like this pretty subtle passive that was, you know, good, but it was just sort of it kind of seemed, hey, maybe if you're a ranged combat user, you'll especially like this. But it was just relatively subtle. And then it had this active that you only used for stabbers. And then it had another escape active. And big panic button escape actives were never a thing I absolutely loved, because I had played some of Xin, and it's like, it's not super fun to have a panic button escape necessarily. It is nice though. But if it's a god that, like old Xin, to make an analogy, Xin's recite used to be so bad, and nobody used recite, and so all Xin had was imprison and sanctuary, and those are both really nice like escape abilities. But then you have this god who's just like these panic buttons, and it felt kind of bad. And I sort of viewed Dith as like, okay, so you got one really good panic button, and then something that's a little bit less exciting. But hopefully the new Shadow Step will make Dith feel more like a more generalist god, kind of like you said, like Oka. Yeah, EB, there's I finally implemented Mikey's idea for the Shadow Step, so there's a couple of changes in Trunk. Oh, here we go. Nice. This is a classic. Yeah, so Dith is now an evil god, which doesn't really have much gameplay ramifications, and Shadow Step, 8% HP cost. Still has the same piety cost. So this really is like an old Bollywood track, huh? Is this like Bollywood from the 50s, sort of? Makes plus 10 triple sort of speed to even better. I wonder if that mimic, when we nerfed the yeah, it's like a 50s track, but it's Bollywood style. It's not something you hear every day. I wouldn't normally allow stuff like this, but honestly, I think I might even turn back on song requests just because, again, I don't care about monetization anymore. The only thing I really don't want is to have YouTube mute the videos. That's a huge hassle because I have to edit out the song and re-upload the entire video when they do that. And it doesn't usually happen, but if you use the right copyrighted song, they won't even let you they won't even take the ad revenue. They'll just mute the video, and it's like, oh well, thank you for that. Yeah, exactly. It sounds like surf rock. Reminds me of when Jacques Derrida used to be in chat. He used to song request all this French indie pop stuff all the time. That was back when I allowed song requests, though. Jacques Derrida, one of the... I think most people here probably don't remember him. He's still around, but he was one of the Tiles Chat biggest memers of all time. It sounds like the plot of a very high fraction of Bollywood songs, actually. From what I've seen of Bollywood. Yeah, he would request some nice songs. They were very much like various forms of like minimalist, industrial, indie, a lot of French stuff. And then people would request like Street Fighter remix, and he would like make pithy remarks about how pedestrian their tastes were. It was pretty funny because it was all it was mostly in in good humor and everything, but it was people enjoyed that. I just couldn't deal with all the copyright stuff. What does chat memer disagrees with Gamma? Argues with Gamma Funk is a good way to be a chat memer. Argues with Gamma Funk in his own chat. That's always a classic. How pedestrian. So these are Melier. These things are a huge pain. They will smite you to death. I don't think they have very good MR, but I just don't want to deal with. There we go. I'll let the demons take care of those. What happens is they smite you, and they're really fast. So they're kind of a pain. Oh my god, this song. You have to pretend it's John Wick. I decided I'm gonna do OPGL for the Gladiator. That should be pretty fun. I can just hit you. This vault. It's statues and yellow or brown floor tiles. That's right. I guess I'd have to worship Wu if I wanted to go the full Kung Fu route. Oh wait, is this the requested one? I recognize this. Yeah, you do recognize it because it's from your own playlist. haven't seen too many ghost faults. Just saw one of the bearings. Oh, and I guess I should say I'm just sort of clearing up to D12 before I go into Orc. Ah, there's the beehive. No, that was just a big old swarm of bees, I guess. Never mind. Okay, went a little bit overkill right there. Let's see. I guess on that note, we can oh yeah. Okay. And there we go. So for the rest of this stream, at least, I've enabled song requests. People want to make those. Please tend not to have lyrics, or if they do, it's helpful if it's not crazy or just going to be annoying. And please don't make troll requests that I have to skip. Which, if I don't like something, I'll just skip it, and I'll say it if it's just a normal track. And you thought it might be good, and that's no harm, but I mean, like, don't make actual troll requests. Please don't play any of the damn noise. It is, I think I have a little command for it. It is bang SR space and then the YouTube URL. You can also use SoundCloud. Song help is nice, but oh, I took it off because there's no more song requests. But yeah, it's bang SR space and then URL. You can actually shorten it and just do that little thing after the V equals, that little ID. So you can just do SR space and that ID, but it doesn't matter. And what's up, Planktonite? And exactly, Planktonite. I don't want to hear any hip hop. Please don't request hip hop. Don't make me give the hip hop lecture. Hip hop in my stream lecture. I can finally give up. I don't really need to carry around this RC ring either, but I'm not actually full up on inventory slots. Alright, so I guess we're ready for Orc. Let's go ahead and make a few demons. Gonna see what shows up. Nothing too bad. Yeah, it's bang SR space either full URL or the little ID part after the V equal. And then if you want to check the current song, it's bang CS. Oh, and so what happened right there is Nightbot has like a command throttle. So I executed. Oh, actually. So what happened is her command went through, it ignored me, or his command went through and it ignored me. And so, yeah, just do it again, JBoons, after like 5 seconds. If you don't see it respond, go ahead and just re-enter it and it will process. It's basically just command throttling. And there's a playlist commanded too if you want to verify, but yeah, yours didn't go through because Nightbot was. yeah, this is cool. Using these here demons in a corner. All you need. Go to Orc 1. Looks like there is... We only got 2 of the stairs, so there's another staircase. Thank you for the follow. I cannot pronounce your name. I assume it is Korean, but thanks all the same. Sometimes I get follows from people watching, and it's like all in, you know, it's Hangul, I think is what the script is called. I forget the name. It'd be like Hangul or Chinese or something, and I'm like, well, thank you, that person. Yeah, it has a length filter. 5 minutes tops is pretty good, but yeah, it will actually outright reject anything that's... Nessos Master. There's nothing better. Nothing. That is how you deal with Nessos. Just hex him. He has terrible MR. Nessos, also known as the major source of arrows. Oh, there's Mikey's Bane. He's already mighted himself. Well done. Well done, Donald. Okay, so Donald is already hasted. He's got a demon trident. Come on, guys. Just gonna keep spamming these. They're gonna kill him, hopefully. He's a Kremlin noob of Grawl. You just gotta find the right Discord where you can ask, how do I kill Donald? I keep dying to Donald. And then it's like, nobody responds. Yeah, so they haven't even damaged him yet, which is not great. I don't really want to let him, I think his MR is kind of too high for me to try any hex. Yeah, 5%. I could Vuln hex him, but he'd probably still have a pretty low chance. Let's start off with this. Keep pulling in some demons, and you know, oh yeah, he's finally going down. Just keep flooding him with sticks to snack. There he goes. See, Mikey, that's all you had to do. Just you cast sticks to snake and Makhleb summons. Waste an agility potion because you never even come in melee range of him. That's the Donald strat.
Grab my junk and eat it.
Meal deal?
Snake's
And
balanced.
a triple egg extravaganza burger.
And the triple extra.
Ma says we should try new things with the kids. I think we should do it.
Ma said, Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh.
Don't
We've got
try
the,
it right now.
Oh boy. I say Mikey is going to become the new Jack Dorita. Oh no, this was Jay Bones. My songs are good. That's what they all say. This is exactly how it went. Everyone would request something and chat would be like, oh my god. And the person would be like, no, my song request is good. It sounds pretty cool right now. It was just the really weird intro and but yeah, it was like a microcosm of life. That's not even the right way to use that word, but I think you get what I mean. It's exactly how you would expect it to. It's like imagine being stuck in an elevator and the elevator's really long, or if it's just like stuck, but there's like a working radio and you can select anything you want and people are making it's like a jukebox at a bar, but instead of being at a bar, you're stuck in an elevator. That's what it sort of felt like. This is kind of cool. I'm not sure what genre this is. See, I feel like we're gonna get nothing but actual songs with lyrics now. But that's alright. It's a song request is a sometimes food. It's fun to do it every now and again and just like open up the floodgates. Whatever comes through. Uh-oh. Lag. I'm not sure what I have against lyrics. No, it's sort of just how it would sort of get distracting, you know? It's hard to say, but yeah, I would tend to be against it, not because I hate songs with lyrics, although I probably am more of an instrumental type person, I guess, in general. But, you know, it's just sort of like... The other aspect is that people would watch this on YouTube, and like the weirder the background music, the more it's likely to turn people who are watching, who mostly don't want to hear the music, off. I guess that's the other side of it. And just the constant arguments and whatnot. You hate songs with lyrics, or at least the idea of them. I mean, you're not wrong. I have to say, I can enjoy a song with lyrics, but really, Jay Boons, the song is cool though. The random like voiceover sounds are really weird though. Whatever genre of music that was, I'm not actually sure. But yeah, instrumental music is just like more relaxing to listen to, I guess. And in most cases, the lyrics aren't very good in a lot of songs. Burp wasn't me. We know you added that. Oh, here we go. This is reminding me a bit of Bjork for some reason. Which is probably not a very fair comparison, but I don't... something about her voice. This is pretty cool though. This is a pretty good example of like lyrics in a song that wouldn't be bad for a stream. I'm the only one who actually cares about that, I guess. Other people are like, I just want to listen to good music. Chance of running into Bjork in the grocery store. Has she released any music in a while? I don't really like there's a few Bjork songs that are kind of catchy. I was never a huge fan. I guess her music always felt kind of like more experimental with kind of having some pop sensibilities, but most of it wasn't. It didn't actually do a lot for me. Yeah, she probably is still releasing stuff, and I just don't. I don't really listen to it. Jewelry shop. Wear a prot ring instead of dex ring. Where is that dex ring actually? Yeah, it doesn't actually give me any more EV. That's interesting. Which is surprising actually. Because we're not getting. I guess the Ogre has a flat EV penalty, and I probably really need to get a lot more dodging for it to start paying out more, and I only have 10. But we'll have time to get a bit more, it's just going to take a while. Oh, there's also a shield. Oh, well, well. Would you look at that? Shield is sort of silly, I guess, because it just gets melded, so it's not really a good option. I was thinking like UC, but no. It's not really worth it. It's only 9 skill to get it trained, so I could use it for out of combat, but it's basically pointless. Or out of forms combat. Fire elemental. Oh, it's Azrael, that's why. Nice. Oh, is this Ogre mages? Yes, okay, crap. And we've got Azrael. Looks like Azrael in the Ogre mage vault. That's pretty good touch. Oddly enough, the last time I got Ogre mages, I died. That was I wasn't really on a streak, but I died in the stupidest way imaginable. It was a Ghoul of Kiku, and I just like went up to whack this ogre mage, and it was like I had all these zombies, and of course it hit me with para,